Hello Exilian, another episode of JuVlog is coming to you from out in the natural world. And the name of the game today is actually a game. Narnia Total War. So I wanted to share my thoughts on this, because unlike with Warhammer for example, where in my modification, no matter how batshit crazy a thing I throw in, Games Workshop will always manage to get something equally, if not more ridiculous, in Narnia I actually have to think about how I translate C.S. Lewis's world into the game. The thing is, Narnia Total War is never going to be just the world, as C.S. Lewis imagined it, translated into the game. It can't be because, unfortunately, I don't have C.S. Lewis locked in my cupboard. In fact, more or less by necessity, Narnia Total War is how I imagine the world that C.S. Lewis passed down via his books. So what I wanted to do, or what I hope I have done, is look not only at how the Narnians saw themselves, which is much more C.S. Lewis's interpretation, but also how some of the other races of the world might have seen the Narnians from the outside. In other words, instead of doing what C.S. Lewis does throughout the series, and straw-manning the different philosophical perspectives, I wanted to put down the views of the dwarves, Terebinthians, Lone Islanders, Calormenes, in their own right. As an example, for the Narnians, what might have been the export of good governance and true religion to the Lone Islands might, from the other side, have been seen as the unashamed hand of theologically driven imperialism. Equally, while Narnians might see in the dwarves a dangerous tendency towards atheism and repudiating their rightful rulers, the dwarves might see a tendency towards self-reliance and wanting a state where respect is earned by law, not simply by birth. It's quite fun to do with any book or series, to look at what the author's background is, how that affects their perspectives, and whether there might be alternative views if you are some of the characters who you don't get the point of view of from the author. And that in turn for me has made looking at the Narnia series really interesting. It's not just a clash of factions, it's a clash of philosophies. Oh, and it's also got Zulus riding zebras. Also at this point, massive thanks should go to Comrade General Nandalas, who's done an awful lot of work on this, without whom Zulus on zebras would not have been possible. If you want to know more, please look at the forum link in the box. I didn't actually get any suggestions for what to call the box, so he's called Alfred. Links are in Alfred. Otherwise, leave any comments you wish to. See you next time.